Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another educational informative Dead by Daylight Survive again on Family's Residence. Now straight away, we're going to hear a teammate behind us. I don't know who it is, I don't know where they went. I want to let you guys know that I am a three-man Swift. I'm going to go up to an area where I have a bit more of a field of view, and I can respond to the killer better. Now you need to keep in mind that this map has a 3-gen on both sides of the map. There's one there, and one there. However, the hill's in a pretty comfortable spot where I'm actually feeling pretty ambitious to work on it. We are versing a Wraith. That is something you need to pay attention to, because Wraith can have heavy mobility, and you can't see his you can't see his heartbeat, you can't hear his heartbeat, you can't do anything, no red stain. You need to respond appropriately. He can't come up behind me and sneak behind me, he can't hurt me from behind, so I'm going to focus on what is currently in front of me. I don't need to turn my camera, I'm going to look at the HUD right now. Now you might be wondering why I'm not using my Commodious Toolbox. Now I'm running a perk called Built to Last, which will allow me to fill my Commodious Toolbox. I can see where the Wraith is, just based on the information done there. He didn't break that pallet very quickly, so I don't think he has a pallet break add-on. He took a long time to break that, that's good to know. Alright, the Wraith is moving to the right-hand side. Let's pay attention to what information is provided. Is he coming towards me? No. Now, my toolbox will work for 45% of a generator. My generator looks like it's almost 45% completed, so I'm about to do a quick swip, just like that. Now, the reason I chose to not use the toolbox at the start of the game was because one of two things. I need to drain the toolbox. I don't want the killer to come over or get a hit of pain res or any kind of pressure of like that on my generator. Every time I land a grate, I'm preserving 1 charge, which is giving me 1 extra second of using the toolbox. So that's 4 grates, that's 4 extra seconds, that's 5 extra seconds, and you can really see it starting to add up. Now, my teammates are going to complete the gen before me. It did take me a little bit of time to find the generator, and we got the gen and the 3-gen broken. Now, my toolbox is dry. The killer is Maya and unaccounted for. What do we currently know? 2 gens are being done, the 3-gen has been broken. A teammate has found the killer. I'm going to jump inside the locker. Why am I doing this? Look at this perk right here. This is called Built to Last. When I get in a locker for 10 seconds, this perk will automatically refill 99% of the toolbox. So that really powerful toolbox that I just used, guess what? I get to use it again. There's no 3-gen on that side of the board. So let's have a look at the HUD. On the bottom left, you'll see the toolboxes fill again. So let's move across. It takes 2.5 seconds to get out of locker with a slow vault like I just did. Killer has hit 2 players, 1 player hit healing. I don't know where the killer currently is. I do know I have a gen on my left-hand side. Chances are I'm going to actually run into the killer here right now. I see the crow despawn. This killer cannot despawn a crow while they are cloaked, the Wraith. I don't know if they have a silent bell. I don't think they do, but I haven't heard the bell once this entire game. So that makes me a little nervous of getting grabbed off this generator. Silent Bell is an ultra rare add-on too, and you can hear the fire. It's something I would like to know that he has, so that way I can respond appropriately. Because right now I can't see around, and I'm in the center of the map, and I'm the only one on a gen. Found the solo queue player, he's jumping in. I'm in a 3-man pre-made, but the Yui is solo, and the Yui is doing very phenomenal. And the Yui is a console player as well, so props to them. Pumping through the gen, we've got the gen more than halfway done. I'm looking around, no information. I think the killer might have actually given up in this situation. There is 1 person unaccounted for, not on a generator, but I don't hear the killer. There's the killer ringing the bell, so the killer actually found somebody in chase. Now, if you find yourself in a situation like this as killer, running perks like Discordance could help you track. Running perks like Sloppy will give you capitalization. There's your Silent Bell, Wraith. Okay, we didn't know he had the Silent Bell. So we know he has a Silent Bell. Okay, that is okay. That's good to know. She's got his first hook for the price of 3 gens. I feel a little bad for our teammate. They could have just as easily bet on me as well. Let's quickly search this. I'm only searching this because I want the killer to come over to me, right? I want to physically see the killer coming in. Okay. Now, I'm going to go all the way over here. I have to be careful. I don't see anything. I'm going to go into a locker, and I'm going to fill my toolbox. No scratches, no scratches. Nice slow vault in. Alright, cool. So if we see this, this is going to refill the toolbox again. It doesn't get refilled to 100%. It's 99, then I believe it is 66, and then it is 33. So, and then it's 25. So it constantly does get refilled, but it will be enough to capitalize. So let's come over here, let's work on this gen. Now when this gen is 65, 70% completed, I will use the toolbox. That way he's not going to get any value out of it. I can also see my teammate is closer to the hook save. I can also see my teammate's gen is going to complete. I'm doing the math in my head right now to see how close this gen is to being completed, to how close that guy is to struggle. Mathematically speaking, he can easily get that hook save in time. The killer let go of the chase, and the killer's applying pressure to the other guy. Now, because I have a perk called Kindred, I'm going to use high knees, and I'm going to respawn appropriately and go straight in towards the hook save. Teammate has the killer. That's okay. I might have to take a hit here in order to save this guy, but he does not hit struggle. Sounds like the killer is still with me. Yep, there it is. Let's get the, can you stop that so I can get the hook save? Awesome. Killer's going to go over there and kick the gen and then come over here. You don't want to go that way, sweetheart, because that's the way the killer's going to come. Killer sees me, which is nice. I'm going to just run in here. Looks like he has a movement speed add-on as well. I'm going to just stand here. Oh, he got his reappearance and he's actually going to get the hit on my back. I'm not going to make enough spacing towards this. I wanted to block his line of sight and take him away. I'm not going to take the hit and give him the pallet. He gets one or the other. He doesn't get both. He's going to kick that gen, and he's going to most likely see if he can see somebody. If he can't see anybody, he's going to commit to the chase after me, which is fine. I chose not to use the pallet near the center of the map. I can hear the heartbeat. It's just starting to fade. He didn't ring his bell. I would have heard him disappear. I don't see him in chase with anyone. I'm going to head back to the shack. The shack is the safest place that I can know. Look at the HUD right now. It tells me exactly where my other 2 teammates are. I know what gen they were doing. I know how close it was. I'm going to cut through the middle of the map and try and find my allies, but I'm going to keep field of view to my left because I know the killer should be coming from my left-hand side. I don't want him to get the jump or the sneak on me where I have to drop the god pallet. He got the down on somebody else. I'm going to take a heal from my ally. Now, he doesn't have Sloppy Butcher. On a build like this where you're running Silent Bill Wraith, you kind of want consistency on each targets. You can't run things like Save the Best for Last. You shouldn't be running things like Brutal Strength. You can only down somebody through an M1 or a grab, right? So due to that, you get maximum value of an S plus perk being Sloppy Butcher. So remember that. He's standing in the area where he can make the window. I'm standing in the area where I can high knees around. Let's be quiet for a second because we want to be able to hear the killer coming from a distance. The gen is quite loud. There he is. That's alright. We're going to take a hit. That's okay. I just got to run a little bit away. I saw my Commodious. I feel like I should have went back for my Commodious. He's going to most likely chase the injured player. And now is going to be the time where I start to give him pallets. Now remember, he's got 1 movement speed add-on. And he's got 1 silent bell add-on. So now we know what he currently has. Oh, he's got Windwalker. He's right behind me, I think. I think I just saw him. Yep. He's got that Windwalker. Yep, I'm going to just run away. Get a little stuck behind the bamboo. I have no intention of being here, and I know exactly where the shack is, and I know I have an ally at the shack because he went back. He went back, so we got split in 2 different areas, and rather than just standing here... Notice I've given 0 pallets this game. I've been hit twice, which is unfortunate. He has a silent bell. I also noticed that my Commodious toolbox is over here in the open, and I'm going to get all the way over here to my ally. And I'm going to do something... I would normally drop this pallet, but because the exit gate's here, I'm not going to. I'm going to stand here where my ally can stand. Oh, he's right behind my ally. And that's why I made sure my teammate was in an area where he could body block for me. Let's go around the long way. I don't know where he went. He rang his bell. I need to be camping near the window or the pallet or he can down me. I need to find my allies. I can't do this myself. I can't go to that door because I will go down. I saw him just then. Here he comes. I don't know where he went. I'm a little confused. I'm going to pay the price because I didn't see him. Oh, that's brilliant. I'm going to drop it early because he can't break it fast, but he can come through the map. Now, all I need to do is play to this pallet that I chose to preserve here and hope that my team can actually get to me in time. There you go. I can see my allies. He's going to the other door. I think he expected somebody to be there. I didn't choose to loop it. I'm running straight towards the other door where I have information. Everybody is on full health. I need this door to be open, most likely. My ally's going to do that. I'm going to stand in a spot where I can't be hit. I can be healed, and then I can come in and help anyone else. You notice the ace is on the other door. I am not leaving if he enters chase. He has entered chase with the other guy, so I need to get right back into the middle of the map and see if I can assist my teammates. Sounds like my teammates should be able to run in and go for the body block, but I'm going to get a quick heal on, and I'm going to be able to come over and do that too. Oh, cheeky teabag by the other player, and we're going to be out with that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be an educational, informative survivor game against the Wraith. So we had a feeling he had silent bell because I hadn't heard the bell the entire board. My teammate got grabbed, and notice I responded. I never looped him at the same tile. I always took him to the next tile, and pulled him away from my allies where they were able to successfully work on gens. Did I loop him very well? No. Did I use any pallets? Yes, I used the god pallet at the end of the game, and he should have been able to get hit on me if he was a little bit more patient on the lunge. But guys, if you enjoyed the educational, informative commentary, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I do educational, informative DBD killer and survivor content over at Twitch if you guys want to tune into the live stream. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the fog in the next video. Have a good one. Cheers.